I believe that many of you who are watching will find this to be quite mind-blowing. For sure, passages like these in the Old Testament are oftentimes massively overlooked. I'm going to play a 4-minute video clip of Dr. Michael Heiser quickly going through 2 examples of such passages that I have in mind right now. So watch and listen to this, and I'll see you back here in a couple minutes after that, and we'll have a little chat.
Judges 2, the angel of Yahweh came up from Gilgal to Bochim. This is when they're in the land, they're supposed to be getting the job done. The angel shows up. The angel's been with them the whole time. And he led them into the land. And he shows up in a number of episodes. I brought you up from Egypt. Look at the use of I. I brought you up from Egypt. I took you into the land, which I had promised on oath to your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you. And you, for your part, must make no covenant with the inhabitants in the land. But you have not obeyed me. Look what you've done. And then he basically says, I'm out of here. You're not going to obey? Bye. That's why they call the name of the place Bochim, because they sat there and cried, because the angel's gone. Judges 6, the angel of Yahweh. This is one of my favorite passages on this because it's just unusual. The angel of Yahweh came and sat under the terebinth at Ophrah. Terebinth is a tree, so fix in your mind, who's sitting under the tree? The angel, okay? He has a conversation with Gideon. The angel of Yahweh appeared to him and said, Yahweh is with you. So the angel's speaking of Yahweh as a different person. Gideon says, well, yeah, boy, if he's with me, why is all this bad stuff happening? You go to verse 13. Why has all this stuff befallen us? Yahweh turned to him. Well, where did he come from? How did he get there? I thought it was the angel. Well, it was. Now it's Yahweh. Yeah. Right. Yahweh turned to him and said, go in this might of yours and save Israel from the hand of Midian. Aren't I sending you? And then, of course, he has this conversation. Verse 16, Yahweh says to him something else. Yahweh speaks to him again, I'll be with you. And he, Gideon, said to him, now we don't know who the him is, because we got 2 characters. So that's why I have angel and Yahweh with a question mark. Who's he talking to? We're not really clear. If now I have found favor in your eyes, show me a sign that it is you who speaks with me. Please do not depart from here until I come to you and bring out my present and set it before you. And he, whoever he is, said, I will stay until you return. So Gideon went to his house, prepared a young goat, cakes. He brought them to him. There's the him. Where? Under the terebinth. Now, is it right for anyone else but Yahweh to accept an offering or a sacrifice? No, it is not. But you can see what happens. It's the angel who accepts the sacrifice. But now, wait a minute. Wasn't Yahweh always also there? Well, yeah, he was. Is there a problem? No. The writer didn't see any problem. The angel of Yahweh reached out the tip of his staff that was in his hand, touched the meat and the unleavened cakes. Fire sprang up from the rock, consumes it. And the angel of Yahweh vanished from his sight. Okay, my job's over. Bye. See you later. Gideon perceived that he was the angel of Yahweh. That's a brilliant insight there. Gideon said, alas, O Lord God, for now I have seen the angel of the Lord face to face. But Yahweh said, Yahweh's still there. So this is the passage that I would take a Jewish friend and saying, look, you can't have it both ways. Yahweh wants 2 modes or 2 forms, and you got them coming and going here. You got 2 different characters. What's the point? And at this point we could launch into how this is similar, how this bears similarity to other ancient Near Eastern ways of describing deity. It's just a necessary thing to speak of deity as embodied on occasion, because we have to be able to detect deity with our own senses, and so that just gets built in. But the issue here is that you have both things happening at the same time, and they're clearly separate characters, and sometimes they're so closely identified you can't tell them apart. And they're even more than that. The same descriptions are used of both And there's no blasphemy going on here. This is normal discourse for Israelite religion, Israelite theology in the Old Testament. These are not non-canonical books. This is the Torah. This is the Tanakh. It is what it is.
As you just saw two examples of, there are events in the Old Testament where it's clearly kind of like two Yahwehs that at times appear together in the text. One invisible, a spirit, the other visible, revealed oftentimes in human form, at times being distinguished, at other times not. Do you now see how anti-pagans and strictly monotheistic Jews that became Christians could refuse to acknowledge any other God, but worship Yahweh and Jesus as monotheists? That there is a plurality in the Godhead, of course mysterious and complex for us humans to fully understand, of the one God, Yahweh, is not a late to New Testament invention by Christians. It's all over the Old Testament, far beyond the examples you just saw now. And as for example, the work and research of the Jewish-believing rabbinic scholar Alan Segal's Two Powers in Heaven book demonstrates, this understanding and belief of Yahweh's nature was a well-accepted view within Judaism, all the way up until, wait for it, 2nd century AD. It was then strongly and radically marked by Jewish religious leaders as a heresy. But Christians kept hanging on to this 1,000+ years ancient Jewish understanding of Yahweh's nature.